Good morning, sweet friends. Today I've got me two big old pieces of bacon that I fixed to cook for myself, and I'm going to show y'all a new kind of biscuits that we're going to do. And also, y'all have been saying for a long time, you're saying, Miss Brenda, I don't want to make that really big pan of biscuits. It's just me and my husband, or it's just me, or one grandchild is coming over. So today, I'm going to go over that with you, and I am going to show y'all exactly how to do something that's really small, but it's delicious, and you're going to love it. So the first thing you're going to do, I'm going to put on 2 pieces of bacon, because that's all I want. All right, we're going to let that start frying. And now we're going to make our biscuits, but it's different from other biscuits that we're going to make. I'll show you. Okay, let's get started. Let's roll up our sleeves. Anytime somebody rolls up their sleeves, you know they're fixing to do some major work. All right, so I've got my big bowl of flour out right here. I've already sifted it. And I've already sifted it, and I'm ready to roll. And I'm going to eat biscuits this morning because that's all I want, and I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait. I've got my oven set on 500 degrees. All right, for all you new followers, I'm going to go slow, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do today. All right? You take your flour. You've got to use your self-rising. Self-rising, okay? This is the kind I use. Sift the whole bag. This is empty. There's nothing in it. Sift the whole bag into your bowl. And when you get through making these biscuits, you just take your cloth and, well, you know, after you finish making them, and you just cover your cloth, your bowl up, set it aside, and you got it ready for tomorrow. All you got to do is sift it and go. I mean, it's just enough to do it. All right, so take your bowl. Make you a bird nest, or I call it a bird nest. Some of y'all call it a whale, and that is okay. In the center of your flour, your self-rising flour. Now you've got to put some grease in there. You can put any kind of grease that you want to put in your biscuits, okay? You can put a liquid grease. You can put bacon grease. You can put butter. You can put lard. You can put a solid white grease. You can put coconut oil grease. It does not matter what kind you use. It's according to what kind of biscuits you want. That's what the problem is. You decide what you want. All right. I am going to put lard. That's what I'm going to put. Now, I'm going to show you how to make just a few. Here's our little teeny-weeny skillet. I usually make them on a big skillet. This is little. It's like the size of my hand. So I'm going to take a little lard. Just a little bit, and I'm going to grease my pan. So y'all got my birdhouse list made. What's wrong with me this morning? I've got my bird nest made. I've got my pan greased. I've got my bacon on. Now I'm ready to roll. All right, so take your hand and scoop out some grease. Now, we're only going to make just like as few as I can make. So I'm going to take this much. That's all I'm going to take. That's about a tablespoon right there. I'm going to put it in my little bird nest. Shake your buttermilk up. This is whole buttermilk. Now let's just put in just maybe a 1/4 of a cup. Okay. I'm going to try this. I've never done this before because I always make a big pan. All right, there's my little... All right, so I'm going to take my little grease and my little bit of buttermilk. I'm going to work it together first. Let me do this. Let me turn this over, y'all. Give me a minute. I don't want my bacon to burn. Okay. And I'm going to squish the grease up into like that. Now I'm going to start pulling in a little flour from the side, okay? like this. I can tell that I need a little bit more buttermilk. That wasn't enough buttermilk in compared to my grease. It's still too greasy. So I'm going to pour in just a little bit more. Another 1/4 of a cup, so that'll be a 1/2 cup total. Now I believe that's going to work better. All right, let's see. This bacon's cooking fast this morning. I've got it turned on low. Okay. I think, yes, this is much better. Much better. So we're going to say a tablespoon of grease and a 1/2 cup of buttermilk. That's what we're saying. Okay, now I'm going to clean my hands off. Like that. Now I'm going to pat these out. If I can get it off. All right, here we go. Put your little bit of flour on your surface down here. A little bit on your hand. Get your dough out. Now remember, I've never made this amount before, ever, in my life. I'm just trying to get all my little pieces out of there. I'm going to put it down right here. And I'm going to try my best to not make many, so y'all can know how to do it. Okay. This looks like one biscuit, but you know me, I like to cut mine out. Where's my biscuit cutter? Here it is. Put your biscuit cutter down in your flour and do like that. All right, I'm going to try to get 3 biscuits out of this. 1. Put it on your pan over here. 2. 3. Like that. And I'm going to take this one and I'm going to do something different with it. Just a little bit. I think I'll take 2 of them. I'll do 2 plain and 2 I'm going to do something different. I'm going to smash it out kind of low. Like that. Okay, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. Got it smashed out. I'm going to take some of this cheese from Mississippi State University and watch what we're going to do. I'm going to grate some of it and put it on top of that dough. Y'all can invent some stuff. Heck, we can put something sweet in there, like cinnamon and sugar. You can do what, if you will learn to work with dough, you can invent some things. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Get in there and practice doing whatever you want to do. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to flatten it out a little bit more. And I'll show you why. I'm going to put my cheese on there. Like that. I'm going to come over here and get some of my bacon that I just got cooked. How good. Good and crunchy. I'm going to put that on there. Like that. Are you excited? I'm excited. I love to eat. I love to eat. I'm telling you. All right. I'm going to try to fold it over like a tortilla. Press it down. And I'm going to try to cut it out like a biscuit. Come on out, boy. Come on out. There we go. Look in there. Well, this is fun. We're going to have a good time. Okay. There's my other one. And now I'm going to take this, just roll it up in a ball. It's got cheese and everything else in it. There's a little piece of extra. Let me squish it down in there. Press it out. Put it on our pan. There it is. Now I'm going to take just a paper towel, the corner of it, and I'm going to get me a little bit of this bacon grease out of the skillet right here. And I'm going to dab it on these two biscuits right here that are plain. Look at that. Or 3 biscuits. I'll just do it on all of them. Have a good biscuit flavor. Let's put them in the oven. This oven is preset on 500 degrees. And we are fixing to cook them on 500. And here's the reason. If you cook biscuits on a low temperature, it takes so long to cook them that they dry out. But when you cook them on 500, this self-rising flour goes up quickly. They cook quickly, like maybe 8 minutes or something like that, and they're not dried out. So your temperature does have a lot to do with it. Or if you skip on your buttermilk. All right, let's wait. We're going to fix to eat it. They're ready, y'all. Let's get them out. Let's get them out. Let's get them out. Let's get them out. No, I like mine a little bit browner. Now they're ready. Sometimes I like mine a little brown. Here they are. This is the one right here that is the ugliest. That's the one I rolled up. And then these are the 2 that I cut. These 3 have the bacon and the cheese in it, and these 2 are plain. Let's sit it on the hot pad. Scoot you back so y'all can see everything we're doing today on our plate from these good hot biscuits. See, you don't have to make many, but I can't make less than that. I mean, I usually make at least 10. I mean, you're going to eat them before the day's over. Let's get this one. Put it on our plate. I'm going to turn my oven off. I don't want it to be on 500. All right, I always stick my fork in there to split it open, like this. Boy, that looks good. And now I'm going to get my butter out. You know, you got to butter your biscuit no matter what goes on it, y'all. You got to butter it. Oh boy, it's got cheese and butter and bacon. Let's try it. My mouth gets to watering when I got something good like this. It's good and crunchy on the bottom. That's the way I like it. It's delicious. This is exactly what I wanted today. Let me show y'all something. The other day, I told you about sorghum syrup, and y'all said it's not sorghum, it's sorghum. And you're right. It is sorghum. It's S-O-R-G-H-U-M, sorghum syrup. But I was brought up saying sorghum syrup. And some of y'all might not know about sorghum syrup, but it's a cane that grows in a field, like you know, a stick-looking thing. And you can have sugar cane. This is sorghum, and you can make syrup out of it. And I told you I didn't have my glasses that day, but I couldn't tell you where it was made. But it's made in Liberty, Kentucky, and it's real thick. Sorghum is thick. Let me show you what I'm saying. See how thick that syrup is? My husband, George, said that when he was growing up, I'm going to open it and put me some sorghum on it, that they used to, after Sunday lunch, they would invite some little boys in their neighborhood over for lunch, and said they put syrup. They asked Miss Gantt. They said, "If you got any syrup?" She said, "Yeah, I got some syrup." They said they would like some, and so she'd get it out, and they put syrup on their peas, on their cornbread, on their fried chicken, and everything else. And it's sticky too. But you can put it in cookies, you can put it in cakes, or whatever you want to put it in. You can put it on a biscuit, like that. See it? It's delicious. It's messy. These biscuits are so good, y'all. Please don't be afraid to make them. Don't go to heaven and tell Jesus, "Well, Jesus, you gave me the flour and the buttermilk, and you gave me 2 hands to make biscuits, even though it only takes 1 hand to make a biscuit, and I still didn't make them. Or my children didn't get to eat them. I'm sorry." You normally don't eat biscuits with a fork, but I got so much sticky on me, I've got to. Let me wash up. I'm fixing to eat another one. Y'all, it's so easy. And if you want to make like 10 or 12 biscuits, put you a nice chicken egg size of grease in there, or butter, or whatever you're going to do. Don't skimp on the buttermilk. Don't skimp on that. That's important. Work that grease and that buttermilk together, and then start pulling in some flour until it gets kind of doughy. Not real thick, but, you know, doughy, like you saw mine. And cut them out and put them in the oven, or roll them out and put them in the oven on 500. You are going to be so proud of yourself. A lot of y'all been writing in and saying, I made them, and they were so good, and I don't know why I hadn't been making them all these years. So, make you some biscuits, get you some syrup, get you some jelly, and some bacon and butter, and enjoy your life. I love y'all. Bye-bye.